Well, hello there, listener, and welcome once again to Dystopian Simulation Radio. I'm your host, Chris,
And I'm Linz.
and together we fight crime.
Do we?
I mean, there's a shocking amount of crime around here, so probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the crime level like where you're at?
How is it going?
Oh, I feel like crap. I feel like every time you ask me how it's going, I'm like, yeah, I'm not well.
I
But
have that effect on women.
but I don't know. Everyone in my class has been ill, and now I feel ill, and I'm completely out of it. So I'm fighting for my life here. But other than that, pretty good. And we've met up since the last recording as well.
We have. You flew over all the way to jolly old England. We met up.
Yep. Uh-huh. We met. I totally cannot recall what we did. Um,
We hung out. We hung out and we just chit chatted for the most part. It was pretty much the podcast, but in real life.
yeah, we should have just hit record on that. But yeah, oh my gosh, I don't feel good. So I hope there's nothing that I have to read out today.
Shit. No, actually, this is a rather light on the
You
reading one.
motherfucker, there's something to read out.
I think you've just got one thing to read out. I
Oh,
think I
better
can
not be an essay. You've done
take
that to
anything
me
else.
before.
Yeah.
It's like 2 pages of a book. But yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good because Linz, you know what it is, don't you?
It is the month where you wear obnoxious light up Christmas jumpers for an entire 31 days.
Wrong. It's
Oh.
one of the months where I wear obnoxious Christmas jumpers. And speaking of which, I
Hmm.
really hope you've got yours on, Lindsay. I can't see you right now.
Oh my god, the Bigfoot one that came
Yeah,
on New Year's Eve like last year.
go and dig it
Totally
up from a hole that you buried it in the garden. I haven't forgotten.
just been cleaning like random rooms of the house with that. No, I'm kidding. It's in my old wardrobe. I'll go and I'll go and I can't wear that. You've got to be kidding.
Well, Patreon demands it.
I could wear it to school. I have an exam, the final exam next week. I could wear it for that. It's like a lucky charm.
I hope it is there like a spoken like a conversational element to
Yep.
it.
Yes, there is.
Yes, do
Yeah. It would really distract the competition as well.
it. Well, I'm fully in the Christmas mood for trees up.
So
Um,
is mine. I
we've
put
got
mine up at the end of November, if you can believe it.
mid-November over here.
Oh my god, you really love to stretch out the Christmas joy. You know
Hmm.
what I love to think about around this time is the Yule Lads, the episode that we
Oh,
did on Santa. Oh my god, I love them. And I was in like a what do you call it? Charity? No, like a secondhand place where they sell like antique stuff too. And there was an entire set of the Yule Lads and the Yule Cat and all of those things. And I was like, if we never did that episode, I would have no clue what I was looking at. The sausage sniffer or whatever it was. And
I
oh God, go
think we
and
might
listen
have
to
to
that.
dig that out again.
I know we've got to like
The one
replay
that
that.
only comes to steal your skier yogurt.
Was it yogurt? I
There's
thought
one, yeah.
it was like a sausage
There's a
man.
sausage sniffer as well. A sausage swiper, I think it is.
Swiper, yeah. I think you called it the sniffer by accident. Oh
Oh, if you've
Christ.
got no idea what we're talking about, back in the archives, I think 2 years ago, 3 years ago. How long were we doing? How
God.
old are we? Um,
I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know anymore.
I don't know anymore. Everything's lost all meaning.
Everything has. I think I've got like a fever or something. I just don't feel good. I feel very loopy and happy though, so this could work in my favor for at least one night.
Oh, excellent. This might be. It's a bit of a trippy episode, so
Oh hell yeah.
we'll see how you cope. But before we do, we need to say a very big thank you to our Patreons.
Yes. Thank you
So
so much for sticking with us through this I was gonna say dry spell, but I was putting stuff out.
yeah, I Yeah, go on in.
What?
No, I was just going to say, yes, I've been a bit AWOL as of late. I do apologize, everybody. Sometimes life just gets in the way of things, doesn't it? But we're back now with a proper episode for you. So thank you very much to Tarek Samhan, Tony Taylor, Evelyn Coughlin, Michael Cunliffe, A Hawk, Chris Lebowski, Beatrice, Ordained Sinister Minister, Riff Cult, Cropley Crab, Cassius Brodiasis, Creepy Paper, Jamie Sook, Lindsay Keller, Linz Gibson, Drake Halvig, Michael M. Wesley Akers, Riaz K, The Toxic Avenger, Pip, and Philip Hoffman.
The Tokic Avenger.
Fuck off, I've already got away with it. Excuse me, I shall enunciate. The Toxic Avenger.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You literally keep the lights on around here. There are quite a few costs associated with the podcast, so it is very much appreciated, all of your support. And if you'd like to show your support, you can head over to Dystopian Simulation. No, you can't. You can head over to patreon.com/Dystopian Simulation Radio.
Yeah, nice. And the Patreon funding also keeps Chris in his daily December light up jumpers too. So you're keeping the lights on in all kinds of ways.
Exactly. I mean, you know what happens? You get one bulb go out, you've got to replace the whole thing.
All right, what are we doing here today, Chris?
Linz,
Yes.
let's open this file. Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a passport?
Yes. People think I have multiple passports and that I'm a spy, but I'm not. That is what a spy would say. But yes, I do have one.
Good. At least one.
Yeah.
Without doxing yourself, what country issues it?
Maybe mind your own business. How about that? The United Kingdom, Chris.
Excellent. And what's that little number up in the top right-hand corner?
Shut up.
Yeah, okay, UK. Pretty standard on this podcast, where 100% of that, I've got one of those too. Although I've now been forced into having a Brexit blue one.
I've had the Brexit blue for a long time now.
I don't like it. I had to renew my passport recently in preparation for a trip that I have coming up next year to Austria. I've not done too much research into it because, I don't like spoilers, but I've got my hat with corks hanging from it and my didgeridoo ready in my bag. I should be fine.
You idiot. Are you actually going to Austria?
I am going to Austria.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yes. Have you ever been?
No. Oh, no. My brother's been. I was like, have I been as a child? No, that was my brother.
When he was sent to Austria.
He was sent to Austria back in the days.
Yes, my passport used to be a lovely burgundy one, still emblazoned with European Union, but it had to be replaced. So blue it is. Or
Yeah.
more black, really.
I miss the maroon or the burgundy, but
Yeah.
I actually have grown to like the blue colour of the passport. I think it's a bit more modern, although the symbolism does hurt a little bit. Although now we can go through they took our flag off. What do you call those? The self check-in gates.
Yeah.
They took our flag off there when we left the EU, but now it's back. So I don't mind too much because I can still use those, not have to speak to people, which is always nice.
Yes, I don't know what I'll do when I'll get that. I guess I'll find out. That'll herd me into the British line, I suppose. Hopefully by the next time I renew, it'll be burgundy again. With all you can dream.
Get your Spanish one, damn it.
Can't.
What?
I can't, man. It's like Spain's got a one passport only rule.
Oh, what about our dreams of you becoming like one of the Spanish police who wear the hot uniforms? Wasn't that a thing?
What? No. This might have been a thing for you.
No, like we talked about it when we first started the podcast and you showed me like a Spanish police or I don't know what they were and their costumes were like really nice.
Was this on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody dig that up. I don't remember it.
Oh, unless I really am ill.
Well, Linz, look, we've been through enough airports in our lives to know that the whole process of going through immigration, if you haven't got one of the e-gate things, of course, you've got to hand over your passport. Somebody looks you up and down like a Victorian meat merchant, then they stamp your passport aggressively, and off you go into your country of choice. Have you ever had much experience of trouble at points of immigration, Linz?
Um, I haven't, but I've been on a lot of cursed flights. Like there was one where we were like someone had a bomb, or like they thought somebody had a bomb on the plane, and then they detained us in the KLM business lounge for like 8 hours. And but in passing through, no, I just have to show like extra IDs sometimes. Uh,
Good, good.
for my job as a spy.
Yeah. So you've never been told that your passport isn't valid.
No.
No, or maybe that the country that issued it didn't exist.
Um, no.
Well, that's what happened in our case today.
Okay. Wait.
Yes.
Wait, this do I know this? No. I don't know. Tell me, please. Go ahead.
Okay. So stick with us, listeners. It gets a lot wackier than just a passport not being valid. Okay, I do promise you, we're
I
not
was
that
going to
bankrupt
say
of ideas.
this is not a case for TSR, I don't think.
So let's flash back to 1954. It's summer in Tokyo, Japan. Hot, sticky, and sweaty. 7-Elevens were not yet on every street corner to allow you to cool down with a sweet drink and a strong zero easily. It's the kind of weather that you don't really want to deal with somebody pulling a fast one on you. We need to head to Haneda Airport, my personal favorite Tokyo airport. Top tip: there's nothing wrong with Narita, but it's miles away from Tokyo. Always remember, fly Haneda and tell them Chris sent you. A man approaches the Japanese immigration officer after arriving airside. He's unremarkable in many ways. In fact, I'd like you to describe him, Linz.
Okay. Oh. Um he looks like a Caucasian guy. He's a white guy. He has the classic 50s side parted hair. It is giving a bit of ventriloquist dummy here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he has very arched eyebrows. Uh, I think that's a double chin. I think it was just a weird angle
It's either
for
that
him.
or it's a very unfortunate lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he looks very slender. I don't know. Uh, it's a very blurry image. I guess it's a photo of like some kind of
It's a
holographic
photograph of a newspaper article.
of. Okay, right.
So yeah,
Um,
these are the dots that you're seeing from the printing.
he does like. If I had to describe him to like the police in a police sketch, I'd find it quite hard to do. Other than the eyebrows, he looks
Mm.
very just like
He
run of the mill.
he looks like he could have been be any of the characters in Guess Who that have hair.
Yeah, but it's just the eyebrows that like give him a little something. But yeah, I'd forget that face pretty
Yeah.
easily. No
He's got
offense to him.
he's got a seagull flying at you on his face in a children's
Yes.
drawing. That's the way you
Yeah.
can describe it.
Yeah, or like the Groucho Marx classic disguise, but without the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just some guy.
So he's rather indescript. There's not a whole lot to say about him. The man speaks French fluently and seems to know more Japanese than your average tourist would at the time. Remember, this is before the great weeb invasion of 2022.
Which you headed.
I was there before then.
You were the flag carrier.
The man is Caucasian, dark hair, 36 years old. He hands over a passport. Nothing particularly remarkable about it, but we will get into detail on it later. But it's issued from a country called Taured. Now, Linz,
Torrid.
being an educated lady, you did geography at school. You can, of course, point to Taured on a map, yes?
No, but From the sound of it, torrid. Well, I know it doesn't exist because you told me, but it sounds like Italian or French
Okay.
or Spanish. But we know, but we know it's made up, right?
Some kind of European.
Well, it could be like it fits in with those languages, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Um, well, the Japanese officials had never heard of it either. So immigration agents confronted the man, accusing him of holding a forged passport because Torrid just didn't exist. But the man was insistent. It was a real country. He should know he was from the damn place. Everyone scratched.
Population 1. Location, his mind.
Everyone scratched their heads. They couldn't let this man in, but he was so insistent that this passport was not a forged document. The man claimed that the country of Torrid was a proud kingdom that had existed for 1,000 years. How could they have never heard of it? Examining his passport, he had many stamps in it already, including several from previous entries to Japan. The officials brought a map of the world and asked the man to identify Torrid, at which point he pointed enthusiastically to what we would know as Andorra, which, if anyone's unaware, is a tiny country that's wedged between France and Spain.
Ooh, I was onto something.
There you go. So kind of Frenchy, kind of Spanish. There you go, right in the middle, literally. The man was becoming quite irritated at this point, insisting that he needed to get to his hotel as he was very late for an important meeting. Customs officials phoned the hotel only to find that there were no reservations for a man under his name. So they were left with a problem. They had a man who technically didn't exist from a country that didn't exist, who had a hotel reservation that didn't exist. So they decided, while they investigated further, they would put him up in the airport hotel under guard until they could determine exactly where this man was from. The man was searched and was found to have various European currencies on his person, which didn't help narrow down his real identity in any way. As the legend's grown, it says that he had other documents that supported his nationality of Torrid as well, but details are scant on what that actually were. As we see, fact and fiction will merge together quite a lot in this case. The man was detained in a hotel room. He was given his privacy, but was regularly checked on. The hotel was on the upper floors, the 6th floor to be precise. That's the 7th floor to us Brits, Linz. And the only way out was through the constantly guarded hotel room door. But guess what, Linz?
He didn't disappear.
When they entered the hotel room the next morning, he had vanished into thin air.
No.
The windows unopened, and even if they had been, the drop would have killed anybody not named Spider-Man.
Wait. Sorry, I'm just trying to compute this. Trying to compute this. I mean, being in the true crime field, I have a few questions,
Yes.
but it may not be the point to ask them.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to ask you for your thoughts here anyway, Linz.
Well, disappearing from the room, I'm like, you tell someone to guard a room, they fall asleep, they don't do a good job. You can bribe them, you can leave. Technically, it's in the realm of possibility that you just left like a normal human and didn't just disappear through some kind of time warp, which is what it feels like. And also, the passport itself, they weren't really that advanced back then. You probably could just, like, someone with a skill could probably knock one up.
Very true. Very, very true. We are going to talk about that a little bit later on, but
Why?
certainly,
I don't know.
certainly it's not like now where everything's electronically connected. It's much harder to forge. Not impossible, but harder to forge things in the
Yeah.
modern day. A lot easier
Hmm.
back then. Yes. It's interesting you say time warp as well, Linz. Want to expand on that?
Well, I'm guessing like it's gonna go in the direction, or there's gonna be theories of like he is from a country that did exist in another timeline, or like he's gonna say, I don't know, like that he just existed in another timeline and he just accidentally warped into ours, and everyone was like, the fuck is this guy? And then he just, I don't know how they work. Is it, oh, it's gonna be like black holes again, isn't it? You're gonna have a time warp section at the end.
So, Linz, this
You moved on
this,
very
th-
swiftly.
this brings me on to the next section here.
Okay.
We need to ask a question to ourselves: do parallel universes really exist?
I knew
Yes,
it.
the leading theory on this is that there was a parallel universe, and this man slipped into our existence and then slipped back out of it again when the universe has corrected itself. We'll get into more details on what that means. But Lynn's ever thought about this? Ever thought that you could have just slipped into another reality for a moment?
Ever since Donnie Darko, yes. I think it's something that like you think about a lot when you're a kid. It's like space, dinosaurs, the sea, and parallel universes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of stories. I almost did a similar episode, so it's this could have been one of the times we cross paths in another
Oh,
universe.
oh.
But
But another universe, it's you hosting this particular
yeah,
episode.
yeah. On I was reading about like some like soldiers that ended up somewhere, and they were like in an old medieval French village, and then they were suddenly like back in their reality. And I I don't know
French,
how.
you say?
Yes.
This is a fluently French man.
Right?
So
The French
all
have worked
all
it out.
Frenchmen are time travelers.
They've
Yes,
worked it out and
it
not
all
told
makes
us.
sense.
They keep going back trying to win battles, I think. But yeah, that I want to say that was my first thought when you told me the story, but
Okay.
it's I mean only on DSR could I say that.
Well, Lind, I need to ask you the question again. I need a yes or no answer.
Oh, sorry.
Do parallel universes really exist?
I want to say no to not sound stupid, but I want to I'm going to say yes.
Oh, well, yes.
I
Yes,
want
eh?
to believe. I want to believe.
Congratulations, you win a dishwasher. Yes, parallel universes do exist, at least in theory. Or
Hmm.
should I say multiple theories? Quantum mechanics, cosmic inflation, and string theory all predict the very real possibility of parallel or multiple universes. The maths proves that parallel universes are a distinct possibility, which you may take with a pinch of salt, but remember that Einstein predicted black holes through mathematical equations in the general theory of relativity in 1915. That was built upon a solution proposed by Carl Schwarzschild in 1916. And do you know when we found our first black hole, Linz? Do you know?
No.
1964, technically, but we didn't photograph one until 2019.
Not the black holes. Please. If you don't know why I'm laughing so hard, listeners, go back to the what was it? Was it the Buzz Aldrin? What was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
The moon
Um,
landing. Was
Did the
it?
moon landings really happen episode? Yes.
Did the moon landings really go back there and you'll see why I'm laughing. Any excuse to talk about the black holes.
I just love accretion discs. Just leave me alone.
When I visited Chris, his son was watching videos on black holes. It just had me howling. Sorry. Just
No,
totally derailing the story.
absolutely fine. So, what I'm trying to say though is that mathematically,
Yeah.
there is a possibility that there could be multiple universes before, and previously, mathematical theories have proven correct with bizarre predictions in
Hmm.
space and time.
Yeah, that's why I was hesitant to just go yes, but yes.
It's a yes with an asterisk. Yes, but we can't yet prove it beyond
Somebody
mathematically.
will.
Yeah,
Somebody smarter
somebody.
than us will.
It's entirely possible that one of these theories, or all of them, because the universe is weird, man, are correct, but we just haven't been able to yet prove it yet beyond the maths. I wish I'd paid more attention in maths class now. Sorry, Mr. Kemp.
God same.
Mhm.
Not sorry to our teacher. She was awful. That's why we didn't pay attention.
Also, I should just say for our international listeners that yes, I am saying maths with an S on the end. That is what we say here. But for the benefit of those who hate having S's on the end of the words, I'll say the maths don't lie. So, Linz, before we dive more into this, are you convinced by this these mathematical equations? Does this mean that the Taured man somehow slipped into our universe before returning to his own? Does this change everything? Could this be happening all the damn time? Could it explain where I've been for the last few months? What do you think?
I was just about to say, I think we can practically prove this by your disappearance and reappearance. um, yeah, I'm 70% on this. I'm like, in a DSR way, not that I'm just like a lunatic who thinks we're all slipping into parallel universes or anything, but I'd like to go to the parallel universe where I'm like a billionaire. That would be nice, but I don't think we're gonna find a way to do that in our lifetime. I might,
Mm,
maybe I'm being negative. I don't know, but I'm not convinced by this guy. I'm more convinced that you could make up a passport and slip out of a hotel room than I am that this is like a time traveling kind of Frenchman doing I don't know what.
mm.
Like I don't know what his aim was. He just really
Well,
wanted to go to Tokyo with a fake passport.
I do have to break it to you, Linz. Unfortunately, this man was not from another universe. He was firmly from our own. But therefore, the question becomes who was he and where was he from?
Yes, I'm rubbing my hands together enthusiastically
And
in my mind.
interestingly, we will only answer one of these questions.
Ooh.
I'll keep you guessing which one, but his name was John Allen Kuchar Zegras.
Kuchozegris.
Yes.
Where's that from?
Well, we don't know.
Ooh.
So, John Allen Kuchar Zegras, despite his passport reading a different name. Fuck me, let's try this. His passport read the name Negusi Habisi Gululululululululululu Espirit.
It's the Patreons all over again.
Oh, no. This is much easier to read than some of those Patreon names.
If your name's not Dave, we can't pronounce it.
Yeah. Linz, give me your best try at this.
Oh my gosh. Is this the name that was on the passport that of the country
Uh-huh.
that didn't exist? Okay. Negusi Habisi Gulululul Espirit. Esprit.
Gululululul.
Gulululul.
Gulululu.
Gululul. Like literally GHOULOULOULOUL. That can't be real.
Well, that was what he'd written on the passport.
Wait, put it in Chat GPT and see if it's a what's that word? Not an anagram. An anagram? You
Oh,
know.
okay. Let's do that live.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
that.
Do
See if
that real quick.
we can crack this
Not
live and see.
promoting Chat GPT, but I can't do all
Right.
that.
Let's do this. Right. Okay. Interestingly,
Hmm.
Negusi is an anagram of genius.
Oh, so it is.
Esprit is also a anagram of priest. Genius priest. However, the other ones are a little bit more difficult.
What about it all together as one word? Genius Habisi. No. Genius Habisi. Gulululululul priest.
ChatGPT thought through a very, very long time. So I don't think we're going to go down the anagram route. The only thing that it can come up using all of the letters is a rebellious live soul goes through the loosening up.
What? You can write all that?
Apparently so.
All
I
right.
I might call shenanigans on that, but anyway, I think we can safely say that he didn't just use an anagram.
If you're going to do a fake passport, why on earth would you come up with gulululululul?
Well, I mean, the passport was written in a different language as well that doesn't exist.
Wait, so how did we get this alphabet?
No, it was written uh, in the alphabet that we would call the alphabet,
Mm-hmm.
but in a different language. So
Oh,
you know, like how you know
yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought
French
you
and
meant
English
like
both use the
a
same
completely
letters.
different script. I was like,
No.
okay.
So John Allen, as we shall call him, well, actually, let's just call him Zergris. Zergris entered Japan with his Korean wife on a forged passport from the country of Taured. But here's where the story differs from the legend. He actually got into the country.
In real life?
Yep, he wasn't detained.
Oh.
At this point, he was just allowed into the country. Uh, this being the fact that despite the passport being very recognizable as a fake at a glance, due to it being, and I quote here, being the size of a weekly magazine.
I was gonna say he's kind of like the talented Mr. Ripley, but he's more like the untalented Mr.
Yeah,
Ripley.
I mean,
What?
yeah. So Zergris has been described as a martyr to Japanese thoughtlessness. However, to be fair, as we pointed out earlier, passports weren't as standard or trackable as they are today in 2025, all the way back in the 50s.
But they
Um,
came in a size.
well, there may have been non-standard sized passports. There may have been some variations to them, but he had been admitted to multiple countries all over the world. So let's just say that
What?
all the immigration officers all over the world were collectively dropping a bollock when it came to this one.
I just find that so hard to believe. Like it was the size of a magazine.
Yep, A4. Here, look at my incredibly large passport that isn't fake.
So was his picture huge as well? Like
I guess so. Yeah,
where did he get that in the 50s? Like a huge headshot that he was just glued in. Like that is just mad to me
I know.
because I'm pretty sure they could forge pretty good ones back then.
Well, yeah, and we're going to go on to talk about forgeries,
Okay.
but he was able to do this, gain entry multiple times, and entry to Japan multiple times as well.
You're kidding.
Yep.
I was going
So
to say, did he forge the stamps too? Like, because that would be,
no, well, there's
possible.
one potentially there was potentially a forged visa in
Right.
there. His Japanese visa was issued from Taiwan, the
Right.
Japanese embassy there, but it used the old name for it. Didn't use the name Taiwan. It used the old Japanese name for it when it was occupied,
Mm-hmm.
which was obviously not the case in the 50s. So there is that one closer examination. But apart from that, all of the actual stamps appear to have been valid.
Oh, that's blown my mind. That's so funny.
So Zergus and his wife get into the country, and it's a whole 2 months before they are caught for counterfeiting checks, a
Oh.
series of Tokyo banks. It's only then, once caught, does anyone actually really look at his passport in more detail, realize that it's the size of a license plate and written in utter gibberish. He and his
This is so funny.
he and his wife are arrested, and while the police work on establishing his real name, the press call him the Mystery Man, but in
Oh.
Japanese. Any idea what that translates to in Japanese, Linz?
Like how to say it in Japanese.
Yeah.
Mystery manu.
I didn't know you spoke Japanese. It's Zamistari manu, which is, I mean, I always say Japanese is a beautiful language.
It just like it reminds me of one time when we met in Thailand and we were having dinner somewhere and it was like pouring down with rain. We were in a random spot and you were trying to explain something to your wife and you you just said blah 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 blah. Gordon Ramsay. And I was just howling. From then on, I was like, that's how that works. Just a
Yep.
free vowel on the end of everything.
So, who was this man really? Well, according to Zergus,
Oh, F off. I'm not reading all that. Okay. Zergus was born in the US, moved to the UK through Czechoslovakia and Germany, and attended high school there. During World War II, he was a pilot of the Royal Air Force and was once captured by the Germans. After the war, he lived in Latin America. Later, he became a spy for the Americans in South Korea, served as a pilot in Thailand and Vietnam, and after that, he worked for the United Arab Republic. He arrived in Japan for a secret mission, which included recruiting Japanese military volunteers for the UAR. What?
mm,
No,
the plot thickens.
that is
So,
so made
Linz.
up.
Well, following the trail of this story, the police unraveled that this was actually complete bullshit.
100%. That's like five people's separate lives all squished into one story.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, and the several parts of his passport, not necessarily the stamps, but the seals, and as we talked about, the visa that was issued for Japan were all faked. When probed as to what his actual nationality was, he claimed that he was a naturalized Ethiopian, which again couldn't be verified.
You don't say.
In fact, there was no actual record anywhere that could be found of this man at all.
Is it
So,
because they don't know his name, though? I mean, there's no record because they don't have his actual name.
quite possibly, they don't have his name. They don't have his nationality. Very difficult to track him. I mean, presumably, they would search the obvious things, being French speaking,
Yeah.
but
So, would you think French was his first language?
it seemed to be. But as I said,
Mm.
he'd obviously spent a lot of time in Asia because he spoke pretty decent Japanese to get by. Um, but this is the 50s, so information wasn't as easily searchable by officials at the time. So this is likely a contributing factor to not being able to locate him, or maybe, just maybe, he really was from another universe.
I mean, if a man was from another universe, well, I don't. So, if you're in another universe, right? Do you look the same as you do in your like regular core universe? Could he have
Um,
just been a Japanese guy who like fell in a time slip and then he came out as like Zergus and he was like, the hell? And then
quite
he was just trying to
possibly.
go back home all the time with his A4 passport.
I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, it could, technically in multiple universe theories. I mean, there's a universe for every single possibility of you and every single possibility around you, and it goes on and on and on and on. So there's every infinite possibility of universes where you look like you, but also every infinite possibility of universes where you don't look like you, or
Exactly.
you're something else. You're a blancmange. I don't know.
Where did you pull blancmange from?
I watched a lot of Monty Python when I was a child.
Adds up. But oh, okay. So my other thing is like he went to Japan, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he started like forging checks.
Yep.
So the motivation there is, was it possibly I don't know how it works in Japan, but I imagine I think everyone has their own stamp, and they just go, "Kacha." There, I've signed all the documents with my stamp.
Mhm.
Was it like easier to like fraud the banks over there or something, or like to
Not
pull the wool over people's eyes?
not sure, to be honest, but he kind of got away with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first bank that he defrauded didn't report it. It was more
Mm-hmm.
and more. It was about the fourth or fifth one where he got nabbed for it.
Yeah. I
So
feel like maybe he thought like, oh, this is a prime spot for all of my like just stealing people's money and living this life that I want to live and under my fake names, and
quite possibly,
I'll keep coming back here. Why he would leave, I don't know. He might as well. Like, I would not risk the A4 passport working again. I would not. And he's got a yeah, his wife too.
yeah.
Like, she's in on it.
But the weird thing is, his wife was South Korean and didn't have a forged passport. So she was treated as a South Korean national during the arrest and trial. But Zergus, well, he was treated as stateless because they couldn't prove where he was from.
Wow, what a loophole.
Yeah.
So, were they like Moonies or something? Like, how did they meet?
Linz, there is zero information about them. Zero.
Huh? But there was
Zero.
a trail.
Yeah. Let's go through the trial and then
Oh,
you'll see.
okay.
You'll see. So, to nobody's surprise, the pair were found guilty at trial, and Zergus was given a year in prison, at which point he cried out that he wanted to kill himself, and he pulled out a shard of glass from a broken bottle that he'd concealed in his sleeve and attempted to end his own life. He was not successful, which was, probably a good thing considering he'd already spent over a year being detained by the time of the trial, so his sentence was already spent, so he could just walk out.
Damn.
Well, I say walk out, I mean he could just be deported straight away. So Zergus's wife was deported to South Korea, and Zergus was deported to, some sources say Hong Kong, some sources say otherwise, but none of this is verified. We don't know where he was deported to. It seems that he may have just been deported to the closest port that would take him because he was stateless.
That's
Or,
crazy because he's stateless just because he said he was, and nobody could prove otherwise.
yeah,
You could just say things back then, I guess.
exactly. And, you know, there is tale in newspapers that he said just before he was deported that he was going to start a new life. But from that point, he really does vanish. Not necessarily into another parallel dimension or a universe somewhere or multiverse. He's just never heard of again. There is no record of him popping up anywhere using either of these names. He just disappears completely. And also, information on his wife is scant. So I imagine if you're able to track any of this, it would be through his wife.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. And I was also I was also thinking like, wouldn't it, if you want to do this, like, couldn't you just punch another old-timey man in the gut and steal his passport like near the airport, and then just, if you kind of look like him a little bit, you could be like, "Oh yeah, that's me, Tom Smith." And it could just be any guy, cuz like a lot of people just had exactly the same style. The
Yeah,
picture looks a bit blurry. I just find someone who looked kind of like me and been like, okay, I'll just use a real passport. I don't know how it works, but it's better than. I'm just absolutely mind boggled that a gigantic passport, it kind of makes me want to try. I don't want to get detained. Just like blowing up my passport to an A4 size and handing it over at like Schiphol Airport.
do it.
Imagine.
Now, just to wrap this story up, the story became a legend over the years, turning into the version that I told you at the beginning of this episode, where a man vanishes into thin air, comes from another universe called Taured. It wasn't until 2021 when a Reddit user, I should say, called Nakaj unearthed an article in Japanese that discussed the case and that Zergus had not escaped to another dimension but was deported. And this finally put the case to bed in terms of being able to say, no, this was not a paranormal event. This was actually a very silly man with a very large passport. So, Lynn's good news. We can actually and finally solve a case here on DSR.
Oh my gosh, do we know who he is?
No, no. I
Well,
mean,
then it's not solved,
I
is
might have
it?
used the word solve in its
Very
loosest
loosely.
form.
Fuck. I was for a minute really excited.
No.
Oh, we hang on. We solved the summited man, not us personally, but
Yeah, that one did yes. So our second concluded case. I mean, we didn't actually do anything here, but we're going to take credit for it. So just tell me, Linz, how does it feel to be, have solved not one but two mysteries?
it feels damn good. That's all
So
I'm
good
gonna
after
say.
100 plus episodes or whatever we're on now.
Oh yeah, we hit the 100 episode mark.
Woo.
Um, a month back, a month or so back. So yes, round of applause for us.
Yay.
Woo!
Woo. And with that, Lens, that brings us to the conclusion of this tale about the man from Taured who appeared, then disappeared, and then was apparently deported but disappeared again. What are your thoughts?
I want to go to Rord. That's my thoughts. I want to. No, maybe I don't. Maybe it's awful. I can't speak French.
I'll be able to speak French.
Yeah.
Yeah, awful. Parlez-vous français?
Oh my gosh. Oh, the French probably hate us. I think I did see that we had one French listener. So hello, French listener.
Bonjour, mes petits filous.
Bonjour. Mon petit filou. Oh Christ.
Oh. Well, so Linz, yes. What are your thoughts on this case? Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable for sure. But I'd love to see this Japanese article because so he was in the hotel and then he just got instantly deported to ... question mark.
Well, no, it just says that he was deported. It doesn't actually say where to, but there is speculation that it was to Hong Kong.
Right. So they were just like, "Oh, it's your
Yeah,
problem now. Good luck with a mystery man."
yeah. There isn't really anything that really links this at all. They kind of just wanted him off the books. It seems at that case, they just kind of chucked
Hmm.
him.
Yeah, disposing of the untalented Mr. Ripley and his giant passport. This is I actually want to know. And now I need to know. You've given me another Summit and Man case. And I kind of hate you for it. Because I'm gonna be thinking about this forever. God
Yay!
damn it. Yeah, but I have seen a lot of cases like when writing about true crime stuff where people they get these fake identities, they live as someone else, they leave whole families behind, and it's usually for a fresh start, and they either latch onto someone who can provide them with like money and stability or whatever, like just marrying people, or they just sort of like rip people off, screw them over, and go from person to person. There's a lot of that. So I can see this guy being something like that, just like a con artist kind of thing, going around making his money like that, living a certain way. Um, he was going to Japan a lot of times for a reason. We know that much. I'm thinking it was probably easy money, easy pickings, but yeah, what I want to know what he did in between his Japan visits. Like frauded some banks and
Yeah.
got some cash, and then what did he do? Did he just like
Spend it,
spend it,
baby.
travel the world with it? Like I would like to know what he was doing. And that like so that big story about his history, where did that come from?
From the depths of his anus, I do believe.
Yeah, but where was that like printed in an article or
Oh no, this was. I won't not quite a matter of public record, but this is the account that he gave when he was quizzed where he was from.
oh, so he just threw everything at them and hoped something would resonate. Like,
Yeah, he
oh,
probably
I was a prisoner
just
of war and the Royal
spoke
Air
really
Force.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say as many country names as I can. I was born in the US, moved to UK, through Czechoslovakia and Germany. Was World War II. I was a pilot, Royal Air Force, captured by the Germans. Lived in Latin America.
Yeah, I think he
I'm a
was just
spy.
hoping to like.
American, South Korea. I was in
But
Thailand,
saying you're a
Vietnam,
spy.
and the United Arab Republic. I'm here on a secret mission. You must let me go.
Like, what was the mission? Like, if they actually like asked him to elaborate on anything, like, what
I,
would he
I
say?
think I think well, I believe that they did, and I believe that the mission was basically that he was sent here by the United Arab Republic to recruit Japanese military volunteers for something on behalf of the UAR. That would be that was
Right.
about as concrete as it got. But he was a spy, and he was very top secretly dangerous.
And he just thought he would announce that to everybody so he
Yeah,
could cross the border,
you must let
do
me go.
do his shopping.
You must let me go into your country to do important spy work.
I'm going to take your people and funnel them somewhere completely different and far away
Yes,
for
you
reasons.
you have seen Lethal Weapon 2. I have diplomatic immunity.
I just love, like, now knowing that story, I'm just looking at the picture of his derpy passport photo and being like, even the picture is fantastic. He's double chinning it up, like, worst angle ever.
Yeah, now just imagine that
Gululululul.
twice, thrice the size.
Yeah, with that fucking dumb name underneath and this insane story. Oh gosh, to be working on the desk that day, eh?
Oh, indeed.
I would love to be
Indeed.
standing outside his hotel. I'd be picking his brains, like, so then what happened when you landed in Vietnam and started flying planes?
I was recruited by the Swedish paramilitary to do to capture all the emus in Alaska.
I just love it. It makes you think, like, part of me is like, oh, do you think he was under some kind of like delusion or whatever? And the other part of me is like, if he was, he had a wife that was just going, okay, honey, and going along with him.
Grift is gonna grift.
Well, that was fantastic, Chris. Thank you for that laugh.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for listening to it. Let us know your thoughts out there. What do you think? Was this man a grifter, or was he really a transdimensional, non-universal participant in our own reality that had somehow slipped into it? Or was he a grifter?
Oh, he was in the simulation, obviously.
Obviously, he was. Well, thank you very much, everybody. And Linz, thank you. Next time we'll be back with one of your stories, I think, or maybe it'll be the Christmas special by then.
I think it should be the Christmas special. I have recorded something with a person that the listeners will be very familiar with. So I've got an extra little thing waiting in the wings.
Ho, ho,
But
ho.
Christmas episode. So is that me? Is that on me?
Oh.
Or is it on you? Because you're a Christmas man. It feels wrong to take it from you, but I can do it.
You can.
So
Well,
we'll have to figure that out.
we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. We'll see what's the best option.
Just Chris holding me at like fork point, going, "I'm doing it, damn it."
Well, lovely to be back. Good to see you all. Thank you very much again. And until next time, don't lose your passport.